Hello, everyone, and welcome to Hello Word, your daily dose of English vocabulary. I'm your host, Alex, and I'm thrilled to have you join me today as we explore another fascinating word. Today's word is broadly a B2 level adverb, meaning generally. So, what does broadly mean? Well, broadly means in a general way, without going into details. It's about giving a general idea or overview. We use it when we don't need to be precise or specific. Think of it like painting with a large brush instead of a fine-tipped one. Let's look at some examples. You might say, he broadly outlined his plans for the company, meaning he gave a general idea of his plans but didn't go into specifics. Or, the article broadly covered the topic of climate change, indicating that it gave a general overview without diving into every detail. Now, let's explore some synonyms for broadly. One synonym is generally. For example, the new rules are generally accepted by everyone. Another synonym is widely. We can say, the news was widely reported across all media outlets. A third synonym is largely, as in, the project was largely successful, despite a few minor setbacks. Another useful synonym is mainly. Consider this sentence, the audience mainly consisted of students. And finally, another great synonym for broadly is overall. For example, the overall impression was positive. Now, let's look at some antonyms. Antonyms are words with opposite meanings, and understanding them can help you grasp the nuances of our word of the day. An antonym for broadly is specifically. If broadly means generally, specifically means precisely or in detail. For example, he specifically requested a window seat. Another antonym is precisely, as in, the clock is precisely synchronized with the atomic clock. A further antonym is exactly. You might say, tell me exactly what happened. We can also use narrowly as an antonym. For example, the road narrowly avoided the village. And one more antonym is particularly. As in, I'm not particularly fond of spicy food. Now, let's talk about how you can use broadly in your everyday life. Imagine you're explaining a concept to a friend. You might say, I can broadly explain the theory of relativity, but I'm not a physicist. Or, if you're discussing the news, you could say, the news report broadly described the economic situation. Think about using it when you want to give a summary or a general impression. For instance, if you're describing a movie, you could say, the movie is broadly about a group of friends on a road trip. Or, when discussing a book, the book broadly covers the history of the Roman Empire. Let's try some more usage examples in sentences and phrases. Speaking broadly, the new policy seems to be working. We can broadly categorize these animals into mammals, reptiles, and birds. He broadly hinted at a possible promotion. The curriculum is broadly designed to cover all essential skills. Seen broadly, the situation is improving. Let's broadly define the scope of the project. I can broadly summarize the key points from the meeting. She broadly agrees with the proposal. They broadly support the initiative. To recap, broadly is a B2 level adverb that means generally. We learned some synonyms like generally, widely, largely, mainly, and overall, and some antonyms like specifically, precisely, exactly, narrowly, and particularly. We also explored various ways to use broadly in everyday conversations and situations. Thank you for joining me on Hello Word today. I hope you found this episode helpful in expanding your English vocabulary. Your support means the world to me. If you enjoyed this episode, please subscribe to the podcast and leave a review. It really helps others find the show. And now for a fun challenge. Try to create your own sentence using the word broadly and share it in the comments below. I can't wait to see what you come up with. Until next time, keep learning and keep exploring the wonderful world of words.